judging the most ridiculous reasons that people have gone to urgent care. I love how half the comments are, turns out I needed to fart, and the other half are, so I walked in with my eyeball hanging out. My daughter was screaming, belly hurt. I mean, screaming. Fetal position, wouldn't move, screaming. Took her to the hospital. Doctor presses on her tummy. She farted and all was well with her. I woke up and my legs had turned blue. I completely panicked and phoned immediately. When I got to the doctors, the first thing they did was wipe it with an alcohol wipe. My new bed sheets had stained my legs. Every time I eat a mango, knowing it's going to give me mango mouth and I have to go in for a steroid shot, and the nurse is like, hey, maybe don't eat mangoes anymore. Mango mouth is a type of contact dermatitis or oral allergy. It's the same as eating poison ivy. Maybe don't eat mangoes. Me, eat spicy pulled pork sandwich and pineapple chunks as my work meal. Face swells, breaks out in hives, throat starts closing, goes to urgent care. Turns out I have an allergy to pork, capsaicin, and pineapple. You just got triple whammy. Go to the ER next time. Took my 1-year-old to the ER because he kept tensing his whole body. We thought he was having seizures. Nope, he just thought it was funny. My problem is I show up to urgent care with an ER level issues and they are like, girl, get your booty over to the hospital. This is so relatable. You cannot pay me to enter an emergency room if I can go to urgent care. I thought I had rabies. Yeah, I have OCD. Woke up and my lips were purple, freaked the heck out and thought I was losing oxygen, woke my parents up. I forgot I had drank grape juice before falling asleep. Re-injured my knee while trying to do the Rasputin dance from Just Dance Wii. I think I would have come up with a better story to tell. I suddenly ran out of my blood pressure pills with no refill, and my medical plan sent me to urgent care because they were unable to get a regular doctor's appointment. The front desk seemed annoyed, but the doctor said it was the easiest appointment he had all day. Once in middle school, I was freaking out because my hands were turning blue. I thought I was dying. After a trip to urgent care, turns out I was wearing new jeans and the dye had rubbed off on my hands. I sneezed and my neck hurt, like it felt like I broke something. I managed to sprain my neck from sneezing. Went to the hospital because my baby was pooping red. Turns out my mother-in-law gave her cherries. I cried because I didn't give her her first food. One time my older sister turned orange because she ate so many carrots when she was a baby. My boss bullied me into going because I had an insect bite that was swelling up. I thought he was being ridiculous, but I essentially got kicked out and forced to go. Anyway, turns out it was a Lyme's bullseye rash, so thanks, boss. I'm the world's worst at going in for sinus infection. I just know when they give me something, it helps so much. Good. Keep this to urgent care, please. When I rang 111 for advice during the worst and rapidly worsening migraine of my life, 9 days after my first brain surgery, they said I should have called 999. My migraine was post-brain surgery meningitis with sepsis markers. Girl, if you're having post-op irregularities of any kind, brain surgery, please call your doctor. I was driving 70 miles per hour down the interstate when a pebble flew through the window and hit me behind my ear. I thought I got shot. I was so dizzy and nauseous for 3 days before I went in and showed them the pebble, size of my fingertip. It gave me a concussion. Please don't wait 3 days when you feel like this. I went to the emergency room for a doctor's note because I felt too sick to work and didn't have the money to go to urgent care. There's so many wrong things happening all at once here. Infected bug bite. To be fair, it was oozing and blistered with a ring around it. It was infected because I was sunburned. $60 for nothing. At least you're okay. I had a cough for 2+ weeks and it annoyed me so much that day I decided I couldn't do it anymore. I had pneumonia. A guy I was dating went to the ER because his armpits were blue. Turned out his shirt bled dye because he got it wet at the car wash. Don't go to the ER for those things. I went because I had glass in my foot that I had tried to remove by all means possible for 2 weeks. Turns out it was verruca. It was actually a wart. Necrotizing pancreatitis. They were like, no ma'am, you do not belong here. They sent me to the local ER and they sent me away to the ICU via ambulance an hour and a half away. That is the correct response to necrotizing pancreatitis. Oh, I'm so sorry. I slipped on a pizza one time at work and fell so hard I had to get checked out. I sprained my neck. I went down a twisty slide with my daughter and hurt my back, LMAO. I had to have cortisone shot treatments for 12 months until the inflammation finally went away.